Thanks for joining us for Mentality, mental health induction training that helps you spot the signs and take action. If you can imagine that I have a door, and through this door are signs and symptoms of mental health illnesses. Now, if you can understand that stress pushes me closer to the door, and the more stressed I am, the closer to the door I become. But if I can stay a long way from the door, I won't suffer with the consequences of having major mental health illnesses. We all have significant life events going on and stress going on. But if I can have a big gap between me and the door, then when significant life events happen, things like a car accident, or a relationship breakdown, or a death in the family, then I may move closer to the door, but I won't go through it. Each one of these is a significant, stressful, distressing situation, and each one will push us closer to the door. But if I can stay on this side, I'm still able to cope with my life. Think of it like this. If you can imagine that I'm standing on the side of a cliff helping my friend abseil down. Now, if I'm not bolted onto something, the likelihood of me getting pulled over is really quite high. Therefore, if I'm supporting someone with mental health illnesses, but I don't have any support networks, or I don't know where my support networks are, the likelihood of me struggling and being impacted by mental health illnesses, now that's going to be really quite high. Now imagine I walk into the office in the morning and I see you, I know you, I like you, I care about you. And I say, "Morning," and you're a little bit prickly towards me. Now the likelihood is that I could be a little bit prickly towards you, and then the atmosphere begins to sink down that black hole. But if you're prickly towards me and I can hold on to that prickliness, maybe even take it for a second and go and make myself a cup of coffee, make you a cup of coffee? And then I come back and I put the coffee on your desk and I say, "Hey, are you okay?" Because that reaction wasn't normal for you. Maybe by holding on to the prickliness and having a little bit more grace, a little bit more kindness, maybe I could actually get you some help and engage you as a friend. So the question I have for you is, do you know a work colleague? And as we've been exploring this, you're already starting to think, I wonder if they're having more bad days than good. Maybe there are things you've started to notice, things that you are already tuned into. So what about ourselves? Do we ever have more bad days than good? Over the last 7 days or so, have you had more good days or bad? And if you're the person who's struggling, do you know a friend that you could go to? Also, in the midst of all of this, we must understand that none of us are immune to mental health illnesses. It is not a weakness. It can happen to anyone at any point, and sometimes for no apparent reason. But when you see a friend or a work colleague showing signs or symptoms, maybe they need a friend like you.